Good evening. Good evening, everybody. Chick Miller here with, can you believe it, day 10 of the 77-day video challenge. Today we're going to pick up the story, the timeline of my life. We're going to pick the story up in 1977. At that point, I had lost my job at the Beverly Dinner Playhouse. My wife and I got married, and I'm working at the Dream Palace, which is a rock and roll bar. And shortly after I go to work there, she quits her job in the printing industry, and she goes to work on the second floor at a restaurant called Aunt Sally's Truck Stop as a waitress. And we are living the life. We live about 5 or 6 blocks away from the bar, so we just walk back and forth to work. We're not making a lot of money, but to be honest, we don't need a lot of money because a lot of our expenses were paid for at the bar and at the restaurant, if you follow my drift. And everything is going along great. We're living this bohemian lifestyle. We're partying pretty much all the time and happy as two people could possibly be, or so we thought. Fast forward to late 1979, and the unexpected happens. We find out that Jackie is expecting. And 9 months later, in July of 1980, my son is born. It's a long delivery. We're in the hospital for 24 hours before she has my son. And I'll never forget that night after she delivered and I left, I went straight to the bar. And sure enough, when I walked in the door, the band was playing, but the band couldn't see who was walking in and out the door. And as the band was playing, I walked in the door, and the whole bar stood up and gave me a standing ovation. And the band was like really confused, like, who just walked in the door? Somebody important must have walked in the door. Well, if they'd have known it was me, they'd have known I was important, at least to me. But as things go on, when Jackie and Melly come home from the hospital, we're living in New Orleans, like I said, 5 or 6 blocks from the what's called the Faubourg Marigny, which is right outside of the French Quarter. But we have no air conditioning. And if you know New Orleans in July, pretty quickly our newborn baby develops impetigo. And Jackie and my brand new son go to live with my parents for about 3 weeks. While they're there, I'm driving out to see them every chance I can, but it's not enough. And then eventually we move out of the place we're in, and we move into my mother-in-law's house in Gentilly. And I'm still working at the bar. Jackie's not working. And one night, about 3 weeks, maybe a month after Manly's born, I'm at work, and it's late at night, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night. And I find myself standing outside the bar with about a 6'4" crazy Vietnam vet who is threatening to kill me because I cut him off at the bar. Thank God I had enough people around me to talk him down and to get him to leave. But as I'm standing there, the thought crosses my mind, maybe this isn't the best job for a man with a newborn child. And Jackie agrees, and I go back to work with the stagehands local. And when Manly's about 6 months old, Jackie goes back to work in the printing industry again. And everything's right with our world, and both of us have kind of cut back on our partying, and things are looking good. And everything looks like it's fine, and we're happy, and I'm enjoying the work I'm doing with the stagehands. I'm doing live shows, which is what I've always loved, and also doing trade show work. So everything is going great, and I'm happy for all of that. Again, God works in mysterious ways. I could be upset with the Vietnam vet who wanted to kill me, but the fact of the matter is, if that hadn't happened, our life wouldn't have changed. And if our life wouldn't have changed, it would have gone downhill pretty quick. I don't know how much longer Jackie and I would have remained married. I'm going to continue the story tomorrow. Oh, actually, I'll probably continue the story Monday because tomorrow is Easter Sunday. So if I'm on tomorrow, I won't be talking about my life. I'll be talking about something else. But hopefully, I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 11, one day at a time.